Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of the Hair Loss Helper. I'm particularly excited about this episode. I think it's going to perhaps shock a lot of my family because nobody other than my niece knows what's going to happen. And well, you might guess, I have decided that it's time and I am going to shave my head. Actually, my niece is going to shave my head, which means I have to trust her with a very sharp blade, but I don't think I've upset her recently, so all should be good. Now, I haven't told Andrew, but we have talked about it in the past. Now, Andrew's my husband, and we've talked about that day when my hair would, I'd have all these bald spots, and rather than to look like I'm ill in some way, I would rather just have that clean shaven look. All right, I think it can be made to look beautiful and everything. Now, remember, we've had that conversation, but he doesn't know I'm doing it today. Now, I am willing to we'll see how he reacts. I'm willing to accept whatever. But if I were you, I would have this conversation. If you have a significant other, I would have this conversation with him or her and, let them know what your feelings are and your motivations, why you want to do this, what your concerns are. Just prepare them, because I could see some people shaving their head and then a significant other comes into the room and totally loses it in not a positive way. And so I don't recommend necessarily that you do this unless you're a very, very strong, resilient type of person. You have to be prepared in case they don't react well. And it's possible, right? Because that's a different look for you, and it can catch them off guard. And some people may not be able to censor their initial reaction. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then afterwards, I'll do the big reveal, and that will be followed up by some exercises, because the last two episodes we talked about internal versus external locus of control, and we talked about the mind-body connection and placebo effects. Well, I'm going to give you a couple of exercises to do that will basically help you to use those concepts in everyday life, okay? Get you to actually see that they work. All right, so fingers crossed, here we go. Okay, everybody, this is my niece, Shirley.
Hello. If you haven't seen the other videos before, as my aunt says, I'm Shirley. So, my niece.
Oh, and she has a weapon in her hand.
Yes. I'm ready to use it.
All right, here we go. All right, so I've told Shirley that she can go ahead and have fun with the scissors and do what she wants to do before it all goes away. So...
Any special requests?
No.
Sure, a mohawk or
okay, Kriya. Just don't cut me. That's my only request.
Okay, well, I'll begin with giving you some bangs, because I haven't seen you with bangs before.
Well, I don't think you will actually find bangs. This is me with bangs. So how does it feel cutting?
It's really fun. I like the sound of it for some reason. I like the sound of the chopping through it. I don't know. Hard to explain.
There isn't, you haven't been hurting any animals recently, have you? Is there anything I should know about you, Shirley?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, shoot.
This is looking good. Oh my goodness. Why didn't I choose to be a hairstylist? And how does this feel? Because you've been waiting a while to do this, and you've probably been thinking about it and everything, and now you're finally doing it.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal, I won't lie. But I don't know. I think it's going to be liberating.
That's how I would imagine it.
I don't have to worry about you know, what my hair looks like. You know, is it dry today? Oh, I have to take a shower. My hair's greasy. Like,
Oh, that's gonna be amazing. Oh,
yeah,
that's nice.
I'll save money, a lot of money on hair care products.
True, because I'm assuming you've probably tried quite a few like hair regrowth
Oh, yeah.
products, and they're all like promising like luscious locks and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't work.
I think I've got it down.
All right. So what about the front?
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. The sides, like, kind of like a shaved look on the sides, and then you got like the front only.
Okay. I'll look at it in the mirror. Now, here's the plan, guys. Shirley's going to cut off the rest of the hair, but before we get the shaver out, I looked at this on a YouTube video, and they said you wet a hand towel, get it nice and hot, put it on your head, wait a few minutes, so soften up the skin and everything. Then you get your, here's an advertisement for Equate brand shaving gel. Lather up your head, and then with the razor, you go first with the grain. So you start at the top and you move down, start at the top, move to the side, going down, same thing at the back, going down. And then once that's done, you clean it all off. And then again, you put the hot towel on your head and lather up again. And this time you go against the grain, so you're gonna go from the front to the back, the bottom to the top, and same thing at the back, the bottom to the top, okay? So in case you're wondering, that's how it's done. All right, so I'm
Now
just
I
gonna,
just chop the rest away, or?
yeah, just chop the rest away.
Alright.
Oh. Bye. So this is how much hair I had on my head, just so you could see. Not very much. Okay, everyone, phase 1 is complete. All right, everybody. What is she gonna look like? I don't know. Ready, Shirley? This is my new look.
And I love it.
Thank
I did a
you.
good job.
It's very liberating. I gotta tell you, it feels very weird. Right now, my scalp feels very hot, Shirley, and tight. But I think, you know, it's just because, well, my scalp has never been shaved before. So I totally expect that that's going to go away. I do have lots of noxema on it. But yeah, I'm excited. I will have to wait and see what Andrew thinks. Burgess is away. Troy is in California, but they'll see the video. And hey guys, it's me, Mom. All right, I'll see you soon.
Well, I know they're all gonna love it. Bye.
Bye. It's time for the big reveal. We had an incident, however, full disclosure, I was trying to set up the cameras and everything, and Andrew came upstairs from the basement. And I screamed.
And I screamed.
Shirley screamed.
And I went in front of her, like they were kind of like the reveal and everything to hide the whole surprise. And I don't think he saw, because I was looking at him at the same time, and he was like facing towards like the bathroom.
I'm surprised he didn't scream. Okay, so do you want to just yell, open the door, yell down, and say, Uncle Andrew, come upstairs, and then come back here beside me. I need the moral support.
Uncle Andrew, you may come upstairs, which means come upstairs. All right, he's on his way. I told you we have time.
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Good observation.
What else? What do you think?
I'm not a fan.
Honesty's good. You know what? I think it makes me look younger.
I do too. You're filming me, aren't you?
No. Well, it'll take a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah, I think so, but I already really like it. I think Bridges does it.
You know what? I do too. As more and more women in particular start losing their hair at a very young age, I actually see how a lot of women would choose, much like I have, to just keep it shaved. You know, that
Yeah, I think
it'll
so.
be like a fashion, another option for a fashion trend or whatever, just another fashion. So,
Yeah, I think there just
awesome.
needs to be more people out there who do it, and you know, if they see other people doing it, they won't be so scared and everything.
Maybe I will start the trend.
Yeah.
All right, Shirley, thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. It was good doing it.
All right, now stay tuned because it's time for the academic part of the episode. So won't be long. All right, everybody, time for your homework. Last episode, I told you that I would be giving you some exercises to help solidify what you've learned about internal and external locus of control, mind-body connection, etc. So the first thing that I would like you to do is to smile. That's right. Now, that's not hard, right? Everybody can smile. So what I want you to do is every time that you think about it, I need you to smile, and I need you to think, after smiling for a few minutes, how it made you feel. And at the end of every day where you've smiled a lot, see if you feel different physically. Maybe you're sleeping better. Maybe you feel more energized. Now, why am I asking you to smile? Well, there's a phenomenon in psychology. It's called the facial feedback hypothesis, or the facial feedback phenomenon. And basically what the researchers over the years have done is they've had people smile and discovered that just by smiling, that improved their moods. And when given a story and asked to recall details about a story, they recalled the positive details in the story, the positive facts, and less or fewer of the negative details, the negative facts. And you might say, well, yes, that's a placebo effect, right? Because if you smile and believe that smiling is going to improve your mood, then in and of itself, that could result in mood enhancement. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, if it is a placebo effect, great. Magnify it as much as you can. But they actually tried to get away from the explanation, and it was simply a placebo effect. And so what did they have them do? Well, in one of the classic studies, they gave the participants a pencil, and they were asked to position it in their teeth one of two ways. So either like this, to mimic a smile, and they were told to raise their eyebrows, so again, or like this, and they were told to lower their eyebrows. And they didn't say anything about mood or anything like that, nothing to tip the participants off what they were trying to measure. But what they did find is that when they were asked to recall details of the story or just report overall mood in an indirect way, they actually found that when they positioned the pencil in such a way that the muscles moved to mimic a smile, that had positive effects on their mood and cognition, okay? Whereas when they put the pencil this way to mimic a frown, it had the opposite effect. So since then, there's been many replications of this basic phenomenon, and they've done it using Botox injections, elastics. I mean, they've come up with all these creative ways to see if just by moving your face, your facial muscles in the direction of a smile, does it actually work? Does it actually improve mood? Does it actually help cognition? And the answer is yes. So again, your exercise, your homework is to go around smiling as much as you can throughout the day, and do this for several days. At the end, record how you're feeling, record physical measures of sleep and alertness and things like that, and then report back to me if you want. All right, so you can leave it in the comments, let me know how you did, okay? So that's the fake it till you make it exercise. Now, the second exercise is something I've been doing with my students for many years, and they swear that it's had a lasting impact on them. So I call this the hassles and uplifts activity. Now, only do this activity if you are not suffering from any kind of anxiety, that has reached clinical levels. So clinically significant anxiety or depression. If you do have that, I'm going to modify it for you, okay? But first, let's talk about how you would do it if you did not have those conditions right now. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to start with day one is going to be an uplifts day. And what that means is you are actually going to look for things that make you smile. So instead of ignoring them, when somebody opens a door for you, if that warms your heart, makes you smile, then you're going to write it down, person open door. All right, it doesn't have to be detailed, just a quick note, okay, or an audio or whatever you want to do to record it, but you have to do something, you have to write it down. Let's say you're walking down the street and you see a beautiful rose garden. Write it down, beautiful rose garden. Anything, an uplift is anything that lifts you up. When we're talking about uplifts, we're talking about those little tiny things that bring a smile to your face, or again, just make you feel good. Now, if you come across any hassles, then you've got to try and ignore them. Hassles, well, I think we all know what hassles are, right? They're the little things that happen to us pretty much on a daily basis that are just annoyances. Not huge events. Dripping toothpaste on your shirt would be a hassle. Some of my students say coming to class sometimes is a hassle, although not my classes. But again, these are little things that are annoyances that irritate you. Now, don't write any of those down on day one. Those are your uplifts day, okay? Your uplifts day. Now, on day two, you're going to switch. So on day two, you're going to write down all your hassles. Now, you don't have to actively look for them. We have a tendency to experience hassles without even trying, all right? I'm sure you're going to have many. Just write them down. Again, 1 or 2 sentences is fine. But now, during day two, when you're focused on the hassles, I want you to completely ignore any uplifts. I know, that sounds bad, right? Ignore the good things that are happening to you that day. But that's what you need to do, okay? Now, that's day two. Day three is going to be an uplifts day. Day 4 is going to be a hassles day. And day 5, the last day, is going to be an uplifts day. We want to always end on an uplift. So we're going to start and end on an uplifts day. All right? Now, also at the end of every day, I want you to kind of just jot down, what was your day like? What was your overall day, quality of your day from 1 to 10? 1 was totally awful, 10 was fantastic. And again, if you want to record like how you're feeling, your energy levels, your ability to sleep, sleep quality, concentration, etc., write those down. All right? So once again, you're going to have uplifts, hassles, uplifts, hassles, uplifts. All right? Keep track of them each day, and when you're tracking one, ignore the other. Now, if you do have some issues with anxiety or depression, I don't want you to have any hassle days. All right? Just have neutral days. Don't do anything different than what you normally would. Don't write anything down other than at the end of the day, how was your day on a scale of 1 to 10? How was your concentration, your sleep, your energy, etc. All right? But don't record hassles, don't look for them, etc. Those are just neutral days. But please do have your uplift days. You should have 3 of them. All right? Again, try this. And I'm almost positive you're going to see a difference. But leave some comments for me. Let me know how it worked for you, or if it didn't work, why do you think it didn't work? Now remember, you have to have an internal locus of control. You have to believe that what you're doing with these exercises is going to make a difference, that you, just by your own thoughts, feelings, actions, can influence the outcome of the day, okay, in terms of your energy levels, etc., your mood. All right, so give this a try. And what's in store for the next episode? Well, we'll see. I haven't quite figured that one out yet, but I have some ideas. So tune in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, guys. See you.